is Holy Joe Rock and Roll. My friend Alex we were just talking about China, and you know, I've done a video on the demise of China. The Economist had done their article about a year ago about the slowing down of China. People don't want to believe it. People are still saying that, you know, the renminbi is going to take over, become the new reserve currency. China just released their gold repository amounts, and it's a quarter or a fifth of what these anti-American, anti-dollar pundits have been arguing for years, and it's just not happening. Listen, folks, it happened in Spain. Housing bubble. It happened in Ireland, housing bubble. It happened in the US, housing bubble. Did China learn anything? I mean, people have been saying that the Chinese communist leaders, the so-called communist capitalists, have done such a great job. Oh my God, Starbucks coffee, Starbucks, bro. Dude, I cannot believe it, man. Starbucks has finally come to defile my holy city of Krakow, but we'll see how long they last. There's so much competition here, and actually very good competition. Wow, well, anyway, let me get back to China. As you can see, the U.S. stock market did do like a 10% correction, but it has recovered probably half of that, more than half of that in the last couple of days this week. The Chinese stock market is still down 30%, and it has sent a shiver down the spines of the average Chinese person. I mean, ask yourself this. You know, your average Chinese person, you're making a pretty good wage. What you can't send the money out of the country, only like what, $50,000 out of the country. So you buy an apartment in a ghost city on a speculation purpose, but no one lives there. Nobody wants to buy your house now. That's a bubble. It's a clear bubble. I've pointed to that and talked about that in the past. People don't want to believe it. They continue to say, they continue to deny that King Dollar is back and it's here to stay. And I'm in bed with the Fed because my dollars and your dollars are worth 30 to 300% more depending on what country you go to. And that is no joke. China devalued their currency by what, 2%? Right? So they're devaluing the currency. So your dollar's worth even more against China. Now, is that good for U.S. exports? Not necessarily, and probably no. Is that good for companies that do business in these foreign countries when they convert their foreign currency back into U.S. dollars? I mean, technically no, right? Because they're reported in U.S. dollars, but it doesn't tell the whole story. They might actually, you know, their earnings might be up 15% in the foreign currency, but if the currency is down 30%, they're down 15%, right? So it's hard to make sense of some of these numbers. But folks, when you've traveled, as I have, when you've lived in other countries, when you work the markets, baby, when you know what's happening, what's going on, I gotta tell you, there's a lot of things messed up right now, but King Dollar is not one of them, all right? King Dollar is back, and I'm guaranteeing you it's here to stay, maybe not forever, but for a long time, right? U.S. economy continues to be the most dynamic economy on the planet. It is obviously still continues to be the world's largest. And as I also predicted in my previous video, just like they said about Japan taking over the U.S. because it was the rate of growth, they said the same thing about China. And China, the rate of growth has just been bullshit. We can't believe anything that's coming out of these people's governments, right? We can't believe any of the numbers. Numbers, they've been cooking the books. And if you think there's fraud and abuse and waste in the U.S., think about China. What kind of fraud, abuse, waste is there? I'm just saying. Anyway, it's Holy Joe Rock and Roll. I'm here Thursday night in the city of Krakow. The holy city of Krakow. I just found out that there is a Starbucks right here on the corner of Święta Jana and Vishna, on the corner of Święta Anna and Vishna. There was some French-inspired coffee place here. It was so expensive it went out of business. I don't know how Starbucks is going to last. Tribeca used to be right next to it. They moved to Platz Szyblansky, and I think they might even be out. I don't know what's happening, but this is a very competitive city, very competitive market, and oh my God, I saw an incredible band tonight. There's so much talent here. Holy Joe Rock and Roll, peace out.